Hi, Crystal Balls. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you everyone for being here today. This is a unscripted, unplanned video, but I do want to put up a trigger warning. I am going to be talking about the dark web and the Summerwells case, so please heed that advice. Click off. If you don't want to hear anything about this, absolutely fine. We'll see you in the next one. All right, guys. Today I've learned something incredibly disturbing, that it is a trend that has started to happen. I hope this is a rumor. I hope that this isn't actually a real thing, but my faith in the majority of the people kind of tanked after COVID. So I'm really hoping that people aren't going out and doing this. What I am talking about. So I don't know if you guys remember my iceberg. I will put it up one of these spots here about the dark web. So you have the internet. So your internet is, this is what I'm doing right now on the internet. We're on YouTube. Okay, so we're doing that right now. That's the internet. Google, Yahoo, Starbucks, your favorite cat and dog store, like whatever. Your favorite coffee place, Java Momma, where you want to go buy coffee. Your favorite YouTuber. Just kidding. But anyway, this is the regular old internet. And while you can go to several destinations on the internet, you probably won't get to the darkest corners because those are fairly well protected. Next comes the deep web. And yes, I've explained this before, but there's reasonings why I'm explaining it again. The deep web is something that is not necessarily scary. The deep web is something that is usually an intranet system. So for example, a lot of you guys are in school or work from home. Those systems are intranet systems. So whatever your classroom is, like Blackboard or whatever system that you have, that system in the place is part of the deep web. It is to keep communication just between your entity. So if that means your school, if that means where you work, that's what the intranet is. It is a deep web situation. So that's also fairly surface. There is more stuff on the dark web, the deep web, outside of an intranet system. Intranet. So it's something that you can get to. And yes, there's illegal and scary things there. But this is something that you can do on a computer at home without any systems that you download. Then comes the dark web. I explain this many times because I want people to understand the difference and why this is so important to understand. The deep web is something that you cannot get on accidentally. It is impossible. You have to download a torrent or a torque in order to get onto the deep web. So your kid Sally who's playing around on the internet is never going to be able to get into the dark web. That is completely impossible. And there has not been anything that I know of to this date, as of right now, that has changed when it comes to that. The dark web is something that you have to access with intention and forethought, not by accident. So apparently, there has been a trend in the Summerwells case where people are taking it upon themselves to explore the dark web for traces of the Summerwell case. Do not do that. Please don't do that. Let me explain a few reasons why. One, it's illegal. Downloading a torque or a torrent for the dark web itself is not illegal. Everything after that is. Just remember, if this is something that you decide to do, and God forbid, don't you ever do it, your identity as you know it is gone. They, whoever they are, from all over the world, in the darkest, deepest depths of the internet are there. This includes people who are currently in war. This includes people who are murdering people on camera for fun. This includes the most disgusting and vile things you will ever see. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, because I have taken a training course. I'm not an expert, but I know enough to know how dangerous this is. And what I saw, I will never forget. I still have nightmares. I still have a hard time falling asleep, seeing some of the things replay in my mind of the reality of what's actually out there. This is uncharted territory that is the filth and the disgust of humanity. And everybody on there is anonymous. But it's so easy to find out who you are. It is very easy, especially if you make one tiny little mistake. Everything about you is out there. Not just you, your friends, your family, your neighbors. I'm not joking, guys. This is dangerous. And if you go swimming in a sea where you don't even know how far the bottom goes and how dark it is at that bottom, you're not going to have a lifeboat or a life vest to come rescue you. It doesn't work that way. Things are scrubbed regularly from the dark web. Things can go up and be up for a short amount of time, and you'll never be able to trace that IP address because it's very sophisticated and they can't keep ahead of it. So things like cells of human beings, active vile activity, seeing live war zones, getting into certain people's houses, or even hiring people to murder. It's all there. But it's scrubbed all the time. So anything, if there was anything out there on the dark web about Summer Wells, is long gone. As of today, November 10th, 2021, there is no trace of Summer Wells in the dark web. If there is a situation where people are going to use the dark web as a tool for research or for things like that, leave it up to the professionals. You are not a professional. And I'm not a professional. Leave it to organizations like Thorn and people who are in the FBI, the CIA, whoever else around the world that we don't even know about, who are actively trying and fighting against this stuff. It is incredibly difficult. And you will expose yourself and your family and everything that you hold dear by one single key. And if you make a mistake, that will cost you someone's life. God knows who it is. This is not something I'm talking about as hyperblow. I'm not trying to be dramatic. This is all true. Which is why I'm telling you that there is no reason for any of you to decide to wake up and try to download a torque and find out about Summer Wells. It's not there anymore, for one thing. But the other is you are not an expert. And everybody out there who likes a challenge, please understand that I'm not insulting you. You are not smarter than these people. You will never outsmart people on the dark web. There are so many people who are professionals, who are professional hackers, who are working against this stuff. This shit changes every single day, every single hour, every single minute. It is damn near impossible to keep up on any of it. So don't think that you can go on there and challenge this and one-up them or hack them or anything like that, because all that's going to do is cost you more than you'll ever realize. I know a lot of people want to know what happened to Summer Wells. I get that. I want to know what happened. I also want to know what happened to, the 8,000 kids that go missing almost every single day. And the thousands of children that go missing every year. Yeah, a lot of these kids end up on the dark web, but you'll never find it. And don't ever go looking for it, because you are not equipped to do it. And again, I don't mean that as an insult. This is an exhausted soul talking to you and begging you to not go after this, because it's worse than you have ever imagined. Imagine the worst thing you can possibly think of, and I guarantee you, in the dark web, it's much worse. Much worse. So don't be a sleuth and try to go down this rabbit hole, because you will never get yourself out. And the likelihood of Summer Wells being alive right now is basically impossible. And I don't think I thought she crossed over a long time ago. I will do a proper reading about her a little bit later this week, or maybe next week. I don't know. It depends on my schedule. But this almost felt like an emergency, because I'm seeing this trending and people really think that they can do this. Remember, Josh Duggar is in jail because of the activity that he did on the dark web. And I want people to understand that this isn't far away from them. This isn't far removed from them. This is here. This is now. This is something that you can have in your hands. But do not let temptation take you. Don't do it. Don't. All right, guys, this is my warning for now. Am I begging you to spread this word? Do not go searching for Summer Wells on the deep web or the dark web, especially the dark web. You will never recover. And again, I'm not exaggerating. If I was exaggerating, why would I care so much? I'm telling you this because I care. And because I am sickened and saddened that it's gotten this far, and people think that they can figure out the case. Because we want to know what happened to a little girl. She's not the only little girl missing, guys. She's not. And I guarantee you that so many little girls and so many little boys and so many adults are on the dark web right now, losing their lives, being traded, or other things happening to them. We need to worry about all of them. And while it's important to find out what happened to Summer Wells, we can't forget the countless missing children. And I don't even think most people can stomach the thought of trying to look at the dark web and see the reality of what's happening to these missing children right now, at this moment. Don't do it. All right, everybody. Thank you for paying attention. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world. Remember, every single day is a gift. Use your time wisely and take a moment out of your day to look at missing and exploited children, and then go visit Thorn to understand more about technology when it comes to missing children. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.